I was gonna ask you, do you think every man's capable of making six figures?
No,
You really don't?
no,
You don't think if they put their mind to it, they're capable of doing that?
I don't. This
With
is what I,
inflation,
this
you
was,
don't. I mean,
this
100
was,
grand ain't what it used to be.
This is what I was trying to explain to Mr. Lego. Resources in the world is finite. There's only so much gold.
I don't agree with you.
Think about it. Hold on, wait. Let me
The
explain.
Federal Reserve print money out every day.
Yeah, they may print money, but the more money that they print, the less valuable it becomes.
Very true.
So there's only so much gold. There's only so much. There's only so much corn this world can produce. There's only so much iron ore. There's only, unless we figure out a way to expand throughout the universe, there's only so much you can hand everybody.
America's the richest country in the world. You don't think if a dude set his mind to it, most men are capable of achieving that little goal?
Only if those who have it are willing to sacrifice theirs. So, for instance, if all four of us, say for instance, all four of us go out and make money, right?
Yeah.
In order for JR to be a millionaire amongst us, we have to be the ones that make less.
I don't agree with that.
Because, say for instance, all right, so if you look at the United States, right?
It's not an equal sum, zero sum game.
No, if you look at the United States, right? It's only $132 trillion worth of household wealth in this country, bar none, right? Majority of it is held within the top 1%.
Yeah.
The only way that all of us can be the top 1% is if the top 1% is willing to yield what they already have.
I don't agree with that.
All right, explain.
I mean, I feel like you can get to it and you can get some of it and you can crack that code with them. You don't think so?
No, that's what I'm saying. They would have to be willing to yield that to you. So
I
mean by that is,
I don't think they have to give up any of theirs for me to get some.
So you saying like you just have to have like the specific resources to kind of get to that point? Or what are you trying to say?
What I'm saying is that, like I said, the top 1% owns 99% of the wealth in this country, right?
Yeah.
So if I want a piece of that, they either I have to go and take it from them, or two, they have to be willing to pay me that.
Yeah.
So I get whatever I get to exchange for whatever they willing to offer me.
It's too much in circulation. I feel like you can get your hands on it. I don't think you got to take it from them, or they got to give it to you. I feel like you can get it.
Guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Teej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Teej Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin looks and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
Yes, it's not about the money not being there. I think that you hit on the head. It's more people don't want to.
But here's the tripped out part though. So she's absolutely right. If you evenly distribute it amongst all of us, one that will make all of us that will put all of us in a decent position. $324,000 in net worth. Yeah. It's pretty good, right? Here's the kicker though. Like she said, people who spend the money would spend the money, and the people who make the money would make the money. But here's the kicker though. Somebody has to spend their money.
Yeah.
Because if nobody spends,
nobody's making any money.
Nobody's making anything. So we're all literally just holding on to the very thing that we already got. And nobody.
You can produce or create. You can
so
produce
you can
or
do
create.
What? What you say?
You can produce or create.
Yeah.
If we're out here and I start producing or creating, I might go here. If you start spending, you're going here.
Right. But so say for instance, you do produce something, right? You create something, right? if all of us, say for instance, we all even, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All of us is holding on to our wealth. You produce something.
Mhm.
Only way that you make money
Is the people buy
is
it.
if we
We
decide
buy
it.
Yeah.
we want to buy
If you
from
want
it.
to buy it,
But if we all still trying to hold on to our wealth, it
nobody's
doesn't matter what
making-
you create,
Mhm.
we're not buying. Because we trying to hold on to our $324,000.
Somebody gonna buy it.
So
yeah,
that's
somebody
the
gonna buy.
conundrum.
Yeah, if it's a small room like this, then I can understand where it's more controlled
Mhm.
and you can actually see. But it's billions and billions of people in this
Yeah,
world.
it's 340 million people in America. Somebody gonna buy it.
Somebody gonna buy. Somebody gonna take the bait.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if they sitting there saying they not, they're gonna try to sneak and do it.
But that's essentially what her father said is that eventually you're gonna create something that's gonna make somebody else want to buy, and then we all gonna start pouring into you and buying what you have. And so so eventually what's gonna happen to your net worth is you're gonna go from 324,000 to 400,000 to 500,000 to 600,000.
Yep.
And me being the buyer or us being the buyers, we're gonna go down
Mhm.
in our net worth so that you can grow.
Mhm. It's a give or take, yeah.
It's a give and take. That's why I said there's only so much in this world that everybody split. Now, every war in the world is fought over resources. If everybody could have it, there wouldn't be no wars.
I think it boils down to choices and decisions you make, though. As a man, I firmly believe that all the men around me are capable of making $100 grand, $200 grand, $300 grand, $1 million in their lifetime if they so choose to. I think a lot of the men around me choose not to do it. They choose to do other frivolous things. And so therefore they point fingers or sit and say, oh, the man hold me down, or oh man, that's too much. Or,
I guess to answer your
think
question, I think
men
every
are
man,
capable of it. They're
I think
capable.
every man has the capability to do it.
Mhm.
The choice to decision is different.
I think I agree with you. I think every man has the capability to do it. However, I don't think that it's actually possible for every man to make six figures.
No, it's not possible, but it's possible. It's not probable. It's possible. It's not probable. You take 300 million men out, they all ain't gonna want to do it. You're gonna get 10% of them want to do it. You're gonna 90% be like, I ain't. That's too much work.
Mhm.
It's too much work. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can understand. I mean, somebody like, because you gotta understand, everybody don't see it from our lens. You'd be surprised. I got some people that I grew up with that I rarely talk to now because our mindsets are just different right now.
Mhm.
You know, whenever I go out there penny pitching, I'm sitting here,
Yeah.
I just can't deal with it. Like, I don't know what you've been doing the past 25 plus years, but I don't like to use years. I just say you should be gradually graduating, like whatever it may be. I would say you should be graduating every minute,
Mhm.
but that might be too extreme. But at least like every month, you should be striving to do something a little bit better. Go ahead, my bad.
And I'm getting to that point in my life, man, to where it's separation. The decisions I've made, the separation is becoming obvious.
Mhm.
It becomes like when you pull up in a Range Rover or BMW and they, look, I got a bus pass. I mean, the separation becomes very obvious. You're like, damn, bro, what's up, man? How you mean to do that? It becomes really obvious. It almost hurts. It's like I can't come because the jealousy envy gonna come.
Here's the tripped out part, though. The only reason why you stand out in the Range Rover is because they don't have one.
Yeah, if all your friends had one, it'd be normal. It'd be the new norm.
It'd be the new norm. But then the new norm would now become the thing.
The average. It becomes the average. It becomes
And
the
then
average.
now everybody, instead of looking at Range Rovers, now
Yeah,
they
looking at
like, I
Bentleys
want
and
a
Rolls Royces
Bentley
or
or
whatever.
a- because I'm like, why deal with the Range Rover when I can have a Bentley? Because that's what inflation is doing. Well,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna speak too much on that because I don't know much about that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? I'll leave that to like a financial expert. But if you talk to any economist, if all things were even, then yes, I think I agree with you. I think everybody has the capability to make 100,000. I think it's improbable considering the fact that for the economy alone, there has to be winners and losers.
Yeah.
Somebody has to lose.
You gotta-
Somebody
you gotta-
has to
you gotta-
buy. Somebody
you
in
gotta
order, in order for you to be the millionaire,
Mhm.
somebody has to be spending their money.
Mhm.
And they and
That's
and
not
I think-
necessarily losing for them. That's just their enjoyment. Maybe they're sitting there enjoying
Yeah.
on spending that money.
I mean, and
it
even
bless
think
you.
about it this way: somebody got to lose.
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause
like I
a
said,
lot of millionaires have made millionaires off of somebody out there
Losing, yeah.
losing,
there need to be
Or
peons.
taking
taking
up on
major
somebody, yeah.
L's.
There need to be peons, man. There has to be some grunts.
There got to be somebody
Yeah.
out there losing.